Hello folks, welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Well, we don't have anything new. We see that the market is moving right now just because if we take a look to the economic calendar, they are reacting to Fed Chair Powell's testify that will start in 23 minutes, I guess. That's a little bit front running it. And at the same time, and I have mentioned yesterday, the balances of centralized exchanges related to Bitcoin are rising. So also indicating here that they are expecting something that's absolutely not bullish. However, some people are still maintaining the price, pushing up with algorithm. In my opinion, it's the Binance cartel coming from Cumberland, some hedge funds involved. They are trying to make quick profits. We will take a look to that and we will see if we can figure out what's happening, right? So yeah, I have tweeted today also a very interesting report by JP Morgan saying that the zero DTE gamblers are potentially creating a crash scenario on SPY SPX, and they are saying, well, in worst case, that the price of SPY SPX could crash by 20%. That's really big, and yeah, well, I mean, that's the problem. As mentioned just many times before, that's what happened 100 years ago, and nothing have changed. Now we have leveraged assets, something we didn't had just 100 years ago. However, also in that time we had gamblers, as mentioned. They went just to the banks to get cheap credits, to go to the stock market and speculate on stocks with high volatility. And well, now it's with leverage assets that makes everything even more dangerous when you are also trying to manipulate the market and using such kind of mechanism like zero DTE. That's incredibly dangerous. And yes, I'm wondering since a while why regulators are not taking any action against. Now it seems that they are a little bit active in checking what's happening with the market, but very soon the whole market could have a bigger impact. Sad, but once again, it's the traders. It's not the market. The market is giving you opportunities, but greedy people are using these opportunities against the market and in their favor to make quick profit. Greedy is the worst case for every market, not only for crypto, as we have seen with Sam, with Quan and some others. And some others, they will fall. I'm absolutely convinced. And those are absolutely gamblers. They are not creating a sustainable market. It's not part of, because sustainable markets means long-term make money, but slowly. And, it's against their, in my opinion, their profile. It's everything we say in Germany, turbo capitalism. That's just everything quick, and a lot of gain. And that's a cancer for every market, unfortunately. So, but after every big market crash, afterwards, it's like when I say it's like a poker game when you get a new hand. A new hand means, you are getting almost new cards in the hands, and so the whole game starts from zero. You have new opportunities, new options to make good gain, sustainable gain, and I think that's going to happen. I really hope. So we will see. However, that's a really quick initial comment today. We will see what Powell is going to say today, because the market, we are receiving some volatility right now, and in 18 minutes we will see the Fed Chair Powell testifies. That's going to be very interesting. Maybe we will see what he is going to tell us. And it seems that the market is front running. I have mentioned that the Bitcoin reserves on centralized exchanges are lifting up and lifting up and lifting up more, while at the same time some people are maintaining. They are using algos. Well, algos, the first thing I have in mind is Cumberland. So the brother of Alameda, it's the same crap with a different name. And they are using Binance all the time. That's the Binance cartel. Or part of the Binance cartel, using algos all the time. And well, we will see how the whole game ends. Finally, since yesterday, I have started just a long hedge with almost 25% of my whole short. So just to hedge a little bit, if they wreck this one, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, I have the most money in my short, and let us see how the whole thing will play out. Anyway, last comment for today's initial comment. Friday, so next coming Friday, and the Monday afterwards. So just to tell you, it's going to be Friday the 10th and Monday the 13th. I'm not going to provide any analysis because I'm not going to be in my office. I have a business trip. I will pause the billing, so nobody will be charged because of that. So I will just you will get pay email confirmation about that, and I will start the analysis, the daily one, Tuesday again. Then I'm back in office and I can start to provide my analysis once again. Okay, that's it for today. Let us talk and check what the market is showing us. So if we take a look to the weights ratio, well, it changed a little bit, means the weights ratio went down, but once again doing higher lows, so indicating that trend maintains positive, and that's why the weights ratio went down. We will see. It's too early to say if that was the top and now we are going down. Usually when it goes down, it's when the preparation is done. Yeah, so let us go forward. We can check what's happening here. The weights ratio 1 hour time frame right now at 92, indicating they are distributing after they let the price go up a little bit, then start to distribute. They centralized exchanges received more stable coins, almost 220 millions, maybe 230 millions. That's at least indicating their balance. While the while the weights ratio 30 hours moving average once again from 88 declined, it's right now bouncing at 82, and it's indicating we will go up once again. We will see, because if you check here the trend, for example, we can see that the trend was down. It break it. We will see if it maintains now above. If that's the case, means the sell pressure will rise once again. And at the moment, obviously, I was checking if someone is using some orders to buy, but it seems it's pure algos. So we have an exchange right now of Bitcoins. And I guess those like Cumberland and so on and so forth are maintaining the price. I don't know if they maintain the price because they are distributing there, or I really don't know. I have no clue at the moment. I think it's too early still. I'm missing some informations. Also related to CBD, nothing happening there. Nothing that would, let me think, hey. So only, and that's also something we will check later on, it's the spot versus derivative volume ratio. the spot volume is lifting up compared to the futures, means they are using more spot, also of course indicating distribution, but at the same time, as we know, yeah, the price is declining, but we can see also related to the current candle week and 1 hour time frame, even we are in a support area and a trend line, they are doing everything to maintain the price. Everything, really everything. I don't know who is, because for me it's a huge risk what they are doing. If I would be a hedge fund, or I would never ever do what they are doing, because if something happens in 1-2 days, it's a trap. But maybe they don't care anymore. Like Sam didn't care anymore. So maybe, we keep doing what we always do until it's over. Maybe that's also possible. We will see. However, from here also nothing more to see. So let us go forward. So if we take a look here, for example, we can see we received here 1,300 Bitcoin. So we can see once again here since yesterday, they started to send more Bitcoins to centralized exchanges, another 750 Bitcoins, and so on and so forth. Then we had an outflow of 5,000 Bitcoins, at least related to CryptoQuant data. And we had outflows in stablecoins, 120 millions here, then we received 140 millions, then another 120 millions outflow, then another 144 millions inflow, while at the same time 67 millions outflow. Here 138 millions outflow, while 160 millions inflow afterwards. And just a few hours ago, we had 200 millions outflow and 155 millions inflow. So someone is reacting to what the bears are doing. And that's incredible, because I really don't know who is doing it, because I just can absorb this risk if I know that my risk is limited. But it's not the case. It's absolutely not the case. The whole situation right now is extremely dynamic. But, well, as mentioned, I mean, what they are doing, I don't know. Why they are doing it, I also don't know. If they are trapped in some positions and they need to maintain a certain level, otherwise margin call, I really don't know. But it looks a little bit desperate what they are doing, in my opinion. So we will see. Let us go forward. So if we take a look now, we can see here 8,600 Bitcoins. That's what we received in net flow. So sometimes it's declining, then it's lifting up in the last 7 days, right? Weekly 4,691. Well, the week is really, it's just 2 days old. So you can imagine that they are really pushing very hard. Just today, 1,884 in net flow, indicating more inflows than outflows. That's what it's saying. So yeah, we can see here as well that these guys, they are just sending more Bitcoins and more Bitcoins to centralized exchanges, much more than outflows, as you see. So sometimes then they push up and then it seems they sell again. So looks everything like distribution, but someone is at the same time maintaining the price. The question is who? Are those, for example, who are distributing at the same time, just maintaining the price because they need the current price, for example? I was reading some things, some data, for example, about empty gogs. Empty gogs, they announced that they are going to cash or to pay the first clients with Bitcoins. So if you want fiat instead, if you prefer fiat, you need to wait more month. So they are going, I guess many will prefer Bitcoins because it's, you know, they will get them earlier. And well, we will see what they are going to do. If those guys are maxis and will say, oh no, I of course, I mean, Bitcoin to the moon and I will maintain, or if they are going to say, I sell, then good luck. At the same time, Alan did very interesting comments saying that his focus is shifting now from crypto to AI. A little bit indicating, so I'm out from the game here. If that's the case, that could be also an indicator that someone big is selling, and that's Tesla. That would maybe even explain why maintain the current price. If we take a look back to 2020, at the end of 2020 or in the beginning of 2021, when Tesla announced they are going to buy Bitcoin, it was almost the current price, maybe even a little bit higher at 26 something. I'm not sure. I need to check. However, but that would explain that. So yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, even Elon Musk say and think it's too hard, the whole thing. And in my opinion, Alan is really a risk-on trader. You know, he loves some risk, but it's yeah, it's just too hard at the moment. What I'm saying since a while. So yeah, you can see also that, you know, the balances on centralized exchanges are lifting up more and more and more, and that matches of course very well to what we are seeing here. And so just to have in mind, 8,600 bitcoins doesn't, it doesn't sound a lot, but it's the net flow. You know, it means, hey, maybe they purchased 100,000 bitcoins already and they took them off, but at the same time we received 108,610 bitcoins. That's the message behind, and that's really big. That's really big, and it's not declining. It's the number is rising, so doesn't look very bullish at the moment. I mean, you know, I'm not, but you know, some of you are still very bullish, and with an expectation of 30K and maybe even above. So I'm just trying to provide the informations, you know, to so neutral as possible. Okay, let us go forward. So what we see here, it's also very interesting, because you remember, look that, oops, that's black. Looks like someone is going long all the time, you know, that's where we went up, then short very much, and we started to go down, and now afterwards they started to push up once again, so indicating they are expecting to go up in price. I don't know. I would be careful, to be honest. I would be extremely careful. Some volatility is coming back, and we will see how far they want to bring the price. Now the price is starting, once again, it's fascinating me to see how they are really trying to maintain the price. But in my opinion, they just can delay something. They can't stop it. So we will see how far they want to go with the price. And yeah, if they are going to push the price to 21,500. And yeah, I think Powell is talking right now. So that would explain a little bit what's happening here. Let us take a look to SP. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, and okay. Yeah, Powell is talking. It seems he is saying they will rise more interest rates and so on and so forth. But once again, they stop, you know, they stop pushing more down. Now another 550 bitcoins waiting here. And it's going to be very exciting what they are going to do. To be honest, but yeah, let us see. So let us go forward with the future market. So what we are seeing at the moment is the funding rate pushed up, declined, pushed up, If we take a look to the open interest, did almost the same right now, even more declining. If we take a look here, up, down, up, and yeah, so less open interest, more leverage, while the funding rate is lifting up. We know that, we had that. So I guess the gamblers are once again looking to push up the price with futures to distribute at upper price. So I'm still waiting for 22,800. Otherwise, I wouldn't trade a hedge long because it wouldn't be required. But it's not happening. And now with Powell, we will see how far they want to bring the price now. We have a lot of bitcoins on centralized exchanges. If they want to push up, to push down very hard, they can do it. But at the moment, it seems it's not part of the plan. If we take a look here, nothing. 50 millions, that's the maximum, 58 millions. It matches very well to the leverage and open interest. So no big money coming into derivative and stablecoins. And even bitcoins, the maximum here was yesterday with almost 1,900 bitcoins. For today, the maximum was 1,580. So also nothing big. And yeah, if we take a look here, also here, for example, the aggregated, it's indicating since here, declining leverage ratio, declining open interest, declined, even it's recovering, but you know, the trend at the moment still negative. If you check, for example, for yesterday, liquidated 250 longs, 250 bitcoins and longs and 100 bitcoins and shorts. So also nothing big to see here as well. If we take a look to the blockchain whispers, less shorts, 66 to 34. It maintains unchanged. 64 to 36. Once again, on Ethereum looks just a little bit better. And on Bitfinex, shorts a little bit more coming in, but nothing big. So the Kingfisher, let us take a look here. And what is happening here? Oh, come on, Kingfisher. Okay. So 70 millions, I think 10 millions more than yesterday. Also nothing big. We have here 16K would be the biggest liquidation cluster related to longs. And the biggest on shorts, it's here with 44 millions at 23,400. It's 23,400, okay. It's also very interesting. Otherwise, a big cluster here also indicating 33 almost, indicating short, low leverage shorts, right? If we take a look to the high leverage, I guess it's, it's crazy. It's crazy. 22.4 to 22.8. I think everything until 22.5 would be absolutely in interest of exchanges. So we need to see. That's it from here. Let us go forward. So if we take a look here, 22.5 is a resistance area, but at the same time would be a magnet. The problem here, the scale is very low, so 22.250 was our support area. We break it. The next one is 22K. Both are really tiny compared to the gamma wall for calls. So it's possible that we go up to 22.5, but depends a lot of what Powell is going to say. I just see that we are hitting 22K right now. And we will see how far they want to go. So if we break 22, then it's obvious we will go hitting 21.5. I don't know what Powell is saying at the moment because I'm recording this analysis. That's really sad. We take what is SPX, SPY, wow, DXY now pushing up very hard. So, however, let's just keep talking about options. If we take a look here, for example, we see 71,000 indicating the GAX is indicating us, hey, we can go even more down. So let us see what's going to happen at 22K when we break 22K, because volatility is indicating someone is resisting, and we will see how far they can. So if we take a look here now, we can check all those three here: long ratio call spread, bull diagonal spread with calls, and long strangle. It's, if we take a look, premium, nothing. The most interesting would be, to be honest, short straddle and bull diagonal spread with calls, because if we take a look here, that will be the, for me, the most interesting part. The most interesting will be this one and this one, maybe even the bull put spread here, but it has really less lots, indicating it should be very close to the current price, but at the same time long term, I guess. Oh yeah, we are breaking 22K right now, so wow, they are pushing hard. They are right now pushing hard. Oh, we'll see how far they want to send the price right now. I think they will break the resistance by the bulls because they need more money, and we know liquidity is very limited right now. So we will see how far they want to bring it. Okay, so long ratio call spread doesn't make sense just because it has, 1,650 lots. Okay, let us add the short straddle as well, and I think that's a nice start. So long ratio, we know the long ratio. We had the long ratio different times in the last few recent days, and once again it's pure retailer stuff here. 13, 14, 10, 10, 5. Not, it's extremely bullish. And once again, retailers. No one is big here, indicating it's even short term. So that explains why it's so cheap. It's March 10th, 500 lots, everything indicating they're expecting a sharp price move between 22.5 to 23.5, and so pushing up, break 23.5 and go like hell, hitting 28 or whatever. And yeah, I mean, the only thing I can check here are related to lots, but the size of lots. So those here will be the biggest, and it's everything for this Friday, indicating they would expect to break 24.5 and then go up like hell. To be honest, I doubt, but well, bull diagonal spread with calls. Here we have bigger amounts. It's not retail stuff anymore, but it seems also bullish. Let us check them. So here, for example, they are expecting for end of September. Usually they are expecting, we can go until end of September, so hitting 40K. Usually they, typically the trader is bullish on Bitcoin over the longer term, but it's neutral to mildly bullish in the near term. So at the moment, not expecting any big move, maybe even go more lower, but expecting for the third quarter we can go up once again, hitting 50K, 40, 50K. If we take a look, because it's also sometimes related to what they are doing, related to premium, we can see, and this one is big, they spent 400K for this trade here, indicating we will go hitting 50K. It's, wow, it's, what should I say? I'm a little bit speechless, but it's, sorry. That's from September to December. I didn't see that. From December. So they are expecting until December see a price of 50K. Okay, hitting 50K. So from 30K until, yeah, so last Q4 expecting we will go up once again. I mean, at least this one spent 400K. I don't know if it's a rich dumb guy or he knows something. And if we check this one, for example, it's also, they spent 226, but they sold for 229. So it's not useful. At least this one, it's not. So let us go forward and check the next one. That's the long strangle. Also, some of you know what is the long strangle because it's happening very, very often. 12 positions. Also, whoa, we have here, whoa. Oh no, okay. I was shocked. I thought that's the premium, 2.8 million. So, whoa, but it's not. It's, once again, unfortunately, looks very retail stuff. That's the biggest here. What is the long strangle? What does it mean? It just means they think that the price will make, a very, very sharp price move. But they don't care if up or down. They just say, hey, we will see a big price move. That's our bet. And indicating between 22.5 and 22.25, or in that case, between 22 and 23. So we break 23 and then up like a rocket, or we break 22 and then it's over. Okay. Well, let us say we hope it's not going to happen. Well, I hope, because I'm shorting at the same time, but so we will see. We will see. Let us go forward and check what is the long. There's short straddle. The short straddle is here, and wow, even here it's not really big. Wait, short straddle. Yeah, the bull diagonal was the biggest here with 1 million. So yeah, it's, but the second biggest in premium, indicating we have here, for example, one trade, and also here they are expecting the opposite of the long strangle. The short straddle is saying a no price move, not a sharp one is going to happen, and also means in that case they are expecting something. If we take a look, they sold both for 140. They sold both almost 135K for March 17th, next Friday, and March 24th, indicating the price will maintain at 22.5. That's what they are indicating. Okay, we will maintain the current price, so 22.5. It's very short term, so it makes sense. That's, they are not going to pay any big in premium anyway, because the leverage is rising, so the risk as well, and so many don't want to do it. Okay, we are done here. Let us go forward. So we see, wow. I mean, the price, you can see the wick. I can't see the wick here, so means they are using orders just to maintain the price. Also with algos, different algos. These algos are using market trades, and then we have algos that are using orders to push, to maintain, to support the price, so the price will bounce there, and they are also doing it. So we can see that market traders, market algos are extremely bearish at the moment, and they are just selling and selling. If we take a look, for example, from here, let us make a comparison. Once again, that was the maximum today, wasn't? Yeah, it was here. So we can start from here and check, for example, from here down to here on Binance, almost 43 millions on negative CBD. The aggregated one should be similar, yeah, 22. If we take a look to BUSD indicating almost 8 millions. If we now check, for example, here, that's USD 60 millions. And now the most interesting part is always what Bitcoin collateral futures are doing. So shorting a lot with 136 millions. And if we take a look here, for example, another 488 millions at the moment. So it's okay. It's not big, I would say. Compared, we are talking about even a little bit more spot than futures. That's matches very well to what we have seen, right? So BTC, BUSD, nobody cares anymore, not really. But you see what they are doing. So shorting a lot, and some others are resisting. We have Bitfinex. Bitfinex is also selling. Bybit keeps doing it. And that's Coinbase. Coinbase distributing from here, but nothing big. That's Bitstamp, now declining a little bit, but also here nothing big. Kraken reacted even a little bit quicker and earlier than the others. And here, wow, Gemini, who cares? Distributing a little bit, but just peanuts, really. If you take a look to the futures, it looks just much more, but it's not. So let us take a look here, what's happening here. If we received some big, I don't know, with Tether what happened, but as you see what they are doing, it's almost net. It's flat. Look the week. That's incredible. Someone is really pushing very hard, really hard. And they are buying, so they want to sell at upper price. It's going to be very interesting. The last bigger inflow related to USDC, that was this morning, 50 millions. That's now almost 12 hours ago. And afterwards we received bigger outflows, 35 millions here and another 30 millions here, and that's it. That's really it. So if we take a look now to the entities, and we see, for example, retailers both once again and now declining a little bit. These guys did exactly the same. Also retailers, these guys pushing up a little bit, these guys declining. Market maker, when market maker, we see at the same time that these guys are declining, these guys lifting up, means these guys reduced and converted to a market maker wallet. So also not indicating that market maker is buying, just indicating they are receiving more balances from the, it's more exchanges then. Or we have 80% of these wallets are related to exchanges. So from here also nothing to see. Once again, market maker was sending once again some bitcoins, and we see them here, 650, another 135, and now the price is flipping and pushing up. It's just incredible. Under the current circumstances, they are still making this stuff, I guess, to liquidate all these shorts, high leverage shorts, as I mentioned just before. If we take a look here, Bitfinex, Gemini, and Bitstamp indicating high weights ratio, and that's it. Only OKEX started to lift up, but nothing big. Here, nothing to see. Funds are reducing more their Bitcoin balances. And as mentioned here, that's what I said. Remember we started already with futures, and then they started the spot volume started to lift up compared to the futures. And it's happening again. So what happened afterwards when they stopped? We went down. And now it's happening again. The only thing is it's now looking more like this last phase before we go more down. So we will see what's going to happen. It seems they triggered some retail, and that's why their balances started to lift up, but now declining. Usually they will start to use futures to push up the price, while some others can unload their spot. And so, I guess that's the problem right now. They are using futures with algos to push up the price, at the same time using some orders to bring some support to the price, so the price couldn't decline more, while others can distribute and sell more spot and more spot and more spot. Yeah, that's it. I mean, we received 230 millions. It seems I can see that. My only data source related to that is really CryptoQuant. I know that the other guys are going. So BTC in and BTC out is going also to introduce stablecoin net flows, and that would be absolutely awesome, because then we can track every single move and we can see, hey, bitcoins are coming in, but at the same time also stablecoins, so could be a neutral price move, something we can't, because I'm mixing data sources. I like to verify data with other sources, but I don't like to mix data, and that's what I'm doing at the moment, just because BTC in and out alert is not providing any stablecoin net flows yet, but I know they are working on it. Yeah, market activity declining more. So, and that's absolutely it. So we see at the moment we have here a volume delta of 40 bitcoins on Coinbase. BTC USD, that's absolutely not big. We have total volume at the moment for a half hour of 1,867 bitcoins, while 42 volume delta, indicating they sold 42 bitcoins more than they bought. So also here they reduced the sell order at 24k. We have here some protection walls. The next one would be 21.5 at the moment, as mentioned, with algorithm and with orders supporting the price to push up. You see how it flash, so that's pure algorithm, and at the same time also here protecting the price at the local POC at 22.4. That's what they are doing. Bitstamp, BTC USD, doing exactly the same. Also reduced here at 24.1, waiting at 21.1, and also everything below 20,600 to 18.9 is well protected. The same happening here on Binance. They moved like a stair. They moved all these at 22.8, now hitting almost 23k. So they are expecting to push up the price to 23k. And in my opinion, that's what they are doing. It's just, they are using buy the local dip, push up, sell, and make some profit. They are just making money. As mentioned just like yesterday, they will use and fuck this market until the last drop of juice. In my opinion, that's exactly what's going to happen. I mean, it's their main business. I can understand that. They are doing that since years, and they can't just say, okay, it's over because the market is changing and let us stop with that. They will stop when they will be forced to stop. That's usually what happens. Remember what happened with the .com bubble. It was also a very speculative market with a lot of gamblers, and they, even in the last few minutes, they were doing what they was doing all the time before, until the price crashed, and then it was over. Then they started to cry and say, I sold and I lost everything. I need money. I need a Fed. I need money. Government, bail me out. So all these guys are the first that will cry to say, we need to be bailed out. Fuck off. It's the first thing I would say. Shut up, go and, I don't know, cry to your mother if you want. Because that's part of the big problem. So, BTC BUSD, also here shifting to 21.5 and also removed some walls here, but BUSD. Bitfinex, also interesting, they were here, protecting, they break this one, but also here they are doing whatever they want, because it's sometimes this market looks like Matrix. It's so crazy, but only because it's so transparent. And other markets, I guess they are doing something similar. I mean, 0DTE is exactly the same shit, right? But you can't see that. That's what I love on crypto. I mean, yeah, we can be bad, but hey, we are transparent. You can see that we are bad. In other markets, you can see that. Everybody knew that JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs was manipulating the gold price for a decade and even more. But nobody could prove that. That was the thing. On crypto, you can show that. You can see, look what they are doing. And people would say, wow, that's a crap market. No, it's not. It's not different to the others, but just transparent. Of course, other markets are regulated. Just regulation doesn't mean that you don't have any criminals involved, right? In some other countries, weed is illegal. Doesn't mean that people are not smoking sometimes a joint. When people are saying, yeah, but, even if they forbid Bitcoin, I will hold. I don't care. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, you are right. But, if you're a criminal, sometimes it's just a matter of time until you feel the cufflinks, or no, the cufflinks, no, but the cuffs, I think it's in English, yeah, all right? The cuffs in your hands, and then it's over. You can see also here how they are pushing, 191 and pushing. It's so crazy. It's OKEX. That's OKEX. So Kraken. Let us take a look to Kraken. On Kraken, looks a little bit different. They are pushing from the upside at the moment. Bybit, BTC USD. What a candle week. Jesus. But everything is also here. The volume delta extremely negative, but the candle, but nothing happened. The price, how is that possible? Yeah, it's simple. Using orders and pushing with algos the price once again up with futures as well. And, while you can distribute. And that's what they are doing. And they are doing great. So, wow. Also here, nothing to see on BitMEX, unfortunately. And then we can see here now Perp. On Perp, they are waiting at 21.8 and 21.5. BTC BUSD. Using algos to do exactly the same, but yeah, it changed a lot. That's really crazy how they are working the algos. Bitfinex derivatives, waiting 22.5. Otherwise, also here blinking, flashing, and whatever. Also waiting here 21 and 21.3. Kraken futures, nothing. OKEX futures, OKEX futures was OKEX futures 49k waiting here. Okay, crazy. And Deribit. On Deribit, they are waiting between 21.3 and, well, I would say until 20,200. All the way they are waiting. Yeah, that's it. That's once again it. So if we take a look to the 1 hour time frame, that's what happened. So I had here two different trend lines, right? We had here once a break to the downside. We not even did such kind of retest. So I think that was, the wrong one. But this one, and they are trying to push and to make everything to push up once again, and to make the break to the downside absolutely invalidated. And that's what they are doing. So they are pushing right now, as you can see, so that the price couldn't go more down. And we had a breakdown, so a break to the downside, and now pushing up as much as they can. And if we go and check the other, you can see it didn't break here. So right now it looks like finally they did the retest and failed, and now it should go down. But we need to see what's going to happen here right now. If they break and they really, volatility is here, we can see that. And at the same time, we know if we check that here, for example, we had 8,400 just before. If we check now, we have 7.5. So they are really right now taking out and buying and pushing up. But we still have a lot of ammo. If you take a look to the candle week, and we did almost 1,000. That's nothing. So if they really want to push down the price, it's really simple. They can do it. They have a lot of ammo for that. But at the moment, it's not happening. And it's crazy because, it's break this one, pushed up to this trend line right now. And they know if we lose this area here, we will go down 21.5. If we break this one, it's over. We will go down straight to the downside. And I think that's still the problem. And if I take a look to the daily one, we can see that they are really desperately maintaining that area here, because if we break this one, we will go down hitting 20k. And then we need to see what's going to happen at 20k. In my opinion, as soon as we break this one, we will go down back, because we have here 19,200. We have a POC, a big POC. So usually that should be the part where we bounce and retest that area. If we fail, we will go down directly to 16,700. And right now the price is exactly doing what the 1 hour time frame, if you check, they are failing. So usually, we had here, they were protecting that area, were pushed up, down, was a little bear trap, down, didn't retest. If we fail here, we'll go down. So yeah. However, at the moment, I'm in my positions. I will maintain the positions. I don't care about my long if they wrecked, and if we go up, I will just add more funds to my short. So I don't care. But in my opinion, I wouldn't trade right now. It's just, it's too hard to say, because if they retested that area now and they finally confirmed the breakout, that means we will go down, and they will start to press the red button to push more down. But we will see. Just trade carefully. I wouldn't risk anything here. So 22.5 was our resistance area, as we know from the gamma walls. 22,250 or support area. So we went even down to 22k and then pushed up. We will see how they will play out this game. Let us take a look. Okay, even here they are right now retracing, and DXY as well. But as soon as they start to push the price once again more down, I think all the SPY algos will follow with all the funds, all the Bitcoins we still have on centralized exchanges. But finally, some volatility is coming back. So we will see a hope for. That's it for today. And I see you tomorrow again. Bye bye. Have fun. Enjoy the ride, but trade carefully. Big love. Your Inspo.